Hey everyone, Sarah here at Three Little Potters, and I am going to review this clay, Sheltowee. It's from Kentucky Mudworks, cone 5 to 7 clay. Looks like a red clay body. I'm not sure. I have not found a red clay body that I love yet. I've been kind of on the hunt for one for a long time. I would like to find something with not too much grog, nice and smooth to work with, works with all my glazes, all of the things. So I'm going to go ahead and give this clay a try and see what I think of it. And the laundry is going in the background and the cat is in and out. But I wanted to give my first impressions of this clay, and I know I'm like, oh, if I do it tomorrow, then I'll have already thrown with it and it wouldn't be quite the same. I'm not feeling a lot of grog here, so I'm not going to like specially treat the rim. I'm going to act like this is a white clay. No, cat. So my first impressions of this clay are really good. I think it's straight out of the bag, really easy to throw with, really smooth. It's not hurting my hands. It seems plastic enough. It doesn't seem too wet. It seems like you could do a lot with it. Yeah, I think it seems really good. I would say it's just as easy to use as B-Mix or Brown Bear. I think the thing that really impresses me about these Kentucky Mudworks clays is the incredibly low absorption rate. I definitely think that is one of their biggest draws. If it's plastic and it's got a low absorption rate, then that's really ideal for things that you're selling. I do, I've said it before, I do feel like B-Mix has a little bit high of an absorption rate for functional pieces. Um, but, B-Mix 5 fired to a cone 6 is a little bit less of a problem, right? Because you're lowering that absorption a little bit more by firing it a little bit hotter. But then there's a point in which the clay becomes more fragile in doing that. I don't know if that's going to cut through the bottom here. Oops. No, I don't think so. I bumped it. So I think these new clays with a different absorption are an absorption that's more in line with what I'd like to be selling are really nice. I liked the Iceman clay as a replacement, possible replacement for B-Mix, but it just isn't as white and it doesn't work quite as well with the other glazes. So I don't know. I mean, I definitely love Brown Bear. That's a clay that I'm going to keep buying. Maybe this could be my red clay. I have a red clay, brown clay, all the clays, and all the glazes will be mine. It's like it sounds horrible in here. I got the dryer knocking around, the cat everywhere. Okay. This was enough of a test for right now. This clay is a joy to throw with, and hopefully it'll react well to the glazes because, if you can't glaze it, it doesn't matter so much that it's fun to throw with. So fingers crossed.
So this is that new clay that I'm excited about. Doesn't feel rough. So the results have been coming out of the kiln over the last few weeks for the Sheltowee clay, and I've been just really loving this clay. My first question mark was when I saw how dark the base was. Here, you can see a little bit there. Was if it was going to be different enough from Brown Bear to make it worth buying for the studio. And I think it's giving some unique results. I think the redder clay body seems to really be bringing out blue glazes and glazes with a lot of rutile in them. I know it's hard to know what's in these commercial glazes, but as far as mixed glazes reacting with it, I've had nothing but great results from this clay. I've got some sort of glaze inspiration here, and I am filming this a little out of order because honestly these pieces with this clay have been selling really quickly from my shop, so if I don't film this now, there will be nothing left to show you. So yeah, let's hop over to the photo table and get some glaze inspiration. This piece has one of my favorite combos on B-Mix, but I think it also really is just very pretty here. Yes, so this is 2 times Mako's Birch all over, 2 times Cordovan, and then here I have a band of Dirty Snow, and that is just on this upper section here. The inside was poured with Kitten's Clear with some jade stain mixed into it. Love these sort of, almost looks like crosshatch marks here. So when I threw this, it does have a little bit of subtle ridges to it. And when I was applying the glaze, I was definitely going in one direction and then the other direction. So my application is actually sort of showing through in some of the pattern here. You can almost see the strokes of the Cordovan going over the birch. And that seems to be just heightened by that dark clay body underneath. I will also say that the this clay is really showing no big flaws. Like I don't see pinholing, I don't see those off-gassing marks. I have very smooth rims on pretty much all the pieces that I've pulled with it. So this glaze is a chrome tin purple, and I find that that glaze often doesn't look great on dark clays. I believe I did a test of it on Brown Bear, and that glaze did not like that clay, but not having that problem here, it's done very well on that. So for this bowl, it was a dip of June purple all over, brushed raspberry mist here and all over the inside, and then Spectrum's pearl white sort of here, and then some on the inside rim here as well. I like this sort of subtle muted color. It's definitely different from how it looks on white clay, and really interesting, a really sort of unique color palette. This glaze combo is occasionally prone to sort of blistering, and I haven't seen any of that with this clay either. So this is Cobra Verde and Cobra Cobalt here. And while the color is a lot more subtle than its counterpart on B-Mix, it's definitely really pretty and a very flawless surface. And here is Alberta Blue on that clay. Alberta Blue just seems to really, this is a blue rutile glaze and doing really well. Seemed very solid. I did multiples of this glaze combo and it just solid every time. And this is just a quick 1-second dip. So, and you may recall my video on mixing Tove. That is how this glaze looks over it. A few little spots here. Inside looks good. I do really like the spots where this is breaking, and even though that rim is a little bit thin, it's still smooth. So this is a combo I do a lot on B-Mix, and right away people were really snapping it up from the shop. I think this, just the breaking of the dark clay underneath kind of adds something to this. It was originally dipped in Studio White, then it has Speckled Grapple Stroking Coat by Mako here, and then a band of Dirty Snow here. and a very light wispy application of that, or a band if you were using light flux. I'll also say, looking at the bottoms of these, I think Brown Bear, I had a rate of 3 for 30 of the ring dishes I threw had stress marks on the bottom. I do not have those same stress marks with this clay, so that might be, I haven't run 1,000 pieces on it yet to know for sure that that's the case, but it does seem perhaps less of a problem with thickness than Brown Bear does. And this is Rising Sun Chang over this. Um, just really, really pretty, I think. So this is just a single glaze and a dip of it. I love that the variegation is showing so much on this clay that you feel like you could be fine with only putting on one glaze. And the clay is very smooth for trimming, so very easy for chattering and to get some of that sort of textural detail there. Again, here you can see that June purple breaking over my chattering texture, really adding something to that without really any extra work from myself. This is, 5 seconds of extra work, and I think that really adds something there. Here we have some Chun Seafoam and Pearl White on that rim. And this, even though it's got a bit of an edge to it here on the inside, it's not sharp and it's smooth. So this was just a test of oyster and dark flux. A dip of cream and then a dip of June purple on that. Ancient Jasper by Amico on that dark clay.
I'll go ahead and put the sort of statistics on this clay as far as its absorption and everything in my description, but I just really feel like this clay is, hit it out of the park. It's great. It's awesome. If you're looking for a darkish red clay body, this one is really a great choice. I tried Laguna 70 fairly recently, was having a lot of trouble with rough rims, grog, off-gassing. This just clay body was really worked well with all the commercial glazes, all the brands of commercial glazes, and all of my mixed glazes. So I definitely feel like you're not going to go wrong trying out a bag of this. And I'm excited to use it some more and see what else sort of comes of it. I think it's definitely has maybe an edge over Brown Bear when it comes to working with blue glazes. So I hope you enjoyed this review. I'd love it if you liked and subscribed. Thanks for watching.